Well, let's go ahead. I'm going to start the live stream. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. And we are playing the Magical Land of Yield with the developers, Jake and Nick. Let's do our normal start off of how everyone is doing. I'm going to go ahead and start off with Nick. How have you been doing this week?
I'm muted. There we go. I'm all right. I sprained my foot earlier this week, and I've been sort of limping around. But I'm all right.
Okay, and let's go with Jake.
I've had an incredibly busy week. We have a lot we're working on right now, but one of the nice things that happened is that my regular role-playing group got together for the first time this year. Nice. And we had our first session, and it was nice to see everybody and get back into our game.
That's good. I'm glad to see that you were actually able to have some fun with a busy week. And let's go with Ro. How have you been doing?
Things are going well. My two daughters are in a play to do The Wizard of Oz. So they're kind of practicing for that. That's going to be sometime in June that they'll do the performance. So the oldest is Glenda the Good Witch, and the youngest is playing Munchkin.
Cool.
That's great.
That's really good. I hope they have fun with that, and I hope you enjoy the show. Let's go with Zappy.
Going fairly well on things. Work's finally letting up. Most of the crunch has gone past, so there's more energy for things like this.
That's good to hear. Next, let's go with Mega.
Work is stabilized, which is good, and everything's caught back up there, so that's rad. I wanted to throw out before I forget, sometime in mid-May, I haven't established exactly which week it will be. Waiting to hear back from a couple of friends to make sure that they're going to be available, but I'll be going to Salt Lake City, as I do like every spring, for a week, and I will not be available for the game that week. It'll be sometime probably mid-May, but I don't know which particular.
Yeah, you know how we are. We're flexible, you know.
Yeah. I always like to, if I know it's coming down the road, I like to throw it out there. I know from time to time it's been earlier that day, and I'm like, oh shit, I can't make it. I forgot about this thing. So,
The great thing about you announcing that so early is it allows the GM to sit there and go, okay, well, he's gone. I'm going to figure out a cool way to kill off his character. That kind of stuff. Yeah. And finally, we have the person that I at least know in this whole entire group, Draco.
You're lucky. You're lucky. I really enjoy your humor, which is like mine and stuff. But, anyway, I'm doing pretty good. As you can probably tell my voice, I've been sick a lot this week, a lot of coughing and all that. But I'm doing a lot better. So not really much this week happened for me.
Cool. And so let's go
except for I got to play Pantheon with that guy Controlled Chaos, but
he's a loser.
He owes me money.
I don't know. We'll have to see about that. I think he owes you $1 and you owe him $1 million. Yeah, we'll go with that.
Yeah.
But anyways,
okay.
Let's go ahead.
How was your week?
My week's been very busy with No Man's Sky and the Xeno Arena update and playing around with that, and a marketing team that I've been working with on that I did a demo for, looking at a demo of a game, reached out and said, hey, game's going to release at this time, would you mind doing some videos on it and some live streams on it for us? Enjoying the game? Like, yeah, sure. So I get a free copy of the game and I get to do some videos on some content I think everyone will like, because it's a 1980s style board game with role-playing aspects to it, and it's got a lot of tactics and time travel and stuff like that, and some good humor in it too. So I've been enjoying that.
Oh, yeah, that's the demo you had me try, right? That's pretty cool.
I think so. The Reptilian Rising.
Yeah, Rising.
Yep. That's what I'm
that
going to
looks
be
good.
doing more videos on. And, playing some other stuff, like more interviews with developers from Stars Reach and hopefully some other developers. But other than that, that's pretty much it. I'm waiting for the only thing I'm waiting on is I'm waiting for when Recumbent Retreat tickets go on sale, so I can get myself my spot for the Recumbent Retreat that I go to every September. But we're done with all the introductions. Let's go ahead and move on to the gameplay. So who's GMing this one?
I'll be continuing our adventure. This is the second half of the adventure we started last time.
Okay, excellent.
All right, let me give you a quick recap in case you forgot what happened. Earlier this afternoon, your friend Gator came to you in a panic. Gator is one of the triplets. The other two are Diesel and Bard. Diesel has gone missing, and Gator has news. He discovered a strange door, a portal through a shipping container to a weird other world. He leads you through in search of Diesel, who has gone missing somewhere in this world. And as you travel through the forests, looking for the lost brother, you encountered a clearing full of strange enormous broccoli growths growing out of the ground, and those erupted into giant green lobster broccoli monsters, which you fought and which you were able to overcome. As you were digging around, after the battle, you discovered that some of the holes that the broccoli lobsters had emerged from contained the remains of humanoids of some kind, skeletons of creatures that are a little bigger than you, a little larger than child size, and a little non-human looking. It's not clear what they were exactly. You also found some interesting fish. But now you've defeated the broccoli lobsters, you've licked your wounds, the sun is starting to set and the forest is becoming dark, and you're wondering, should you keep looking for Diesel? Should you continue on to the tower that Gator told you that he lost Diesel at? Or should you maybe turn back to the door to go?
I think we'd want to keep looking for Diesel.
Yeah, I'd want to keep looking for Diesel too.
Yeah, Bard is like, okay, guys, that was kind of weird and intense, but we got to keep moving on to get Diesel out of that tower, right, Gator?
We have to save him. I wouldn't have shown you guys this place if I didn't need help. I would have kept it for myself.
As always, rude.
Kara is visibly nervous, but she still agrees that, yeah, we need to get him out of. Still need to find him.
This was a jarring event. I don't think any of you were expecting to be attacked this way. Certainly, when Gators came through here before, he didn't mention anything about broccoli lobsters. Some of you were hurt during the fight, but luckily you were able to pull yourself back together again. Your wounds were not too serious, barely even scratches at all. However, fighting giant animals like this is a little scary. And as it gets darker in the woods and the shadows start to creep, and you realize, while you can still see the vaguely light sky through the treetops, it is very hard to see now. Thankfully, at least one of you has a flashlight.
Oh yeah. Extra batteries.
I mean,
Gator
Wombats came
remembers-
well prepared.
Thank goodness.
Yeah.
Gator remembers the way to the tower, and you all saw it in the distance as you entered the woods. Unfortunately, the trees are tall enough that now that you're in the woods, you can't see the tower beyond it. But Gator's pretty sure you're heading the right way.
I bet it's this way. I know it's this way.
Are you sure?
I'll just start. I just start
I
walking
know
into
that
the woods.
I know that you're directionally challenged.
Your face is directionally challenged.
Your mom's directionally challenged. Wait, that's my mom too.
I'm going to tell her you said that.
Of course you are.
Get home.
Get me in trouble again.
We'll be heroes after we save Diesel.
Do you think that mom and dad are going to believe we found some magical portal or something? Whatever this
They're
is.
definitely going to believe that Diesel got lost somewhere and we had to go find him.
Well, that's true. He gets lost. He's the most directionally challenged of us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a
Okay.
ranking. I'm right in the middle. We'll take that.
Luckily, Coda still has Diesel scent. It's clear and strong, although that's not the only smell that you are picking up. The clearing that you found the broccoli lobsters in is still saturated with their thick, steamy broccoli scent, and underneath that is the decay of the skeletons and other animal bodies that were buried in their holes. The victims that they dragged in. The forest itself, as it gets darker, starts to come alive around you, and I don't mean in an enchanted sense, but in you can hear the sounds of animals starting to go about their nightly business. Nocturnal birds moving through the trees. Hopefully, small animals moving through the underbrush around you. Not close, but close enough that Coda is aware of. You're able to pick your way through the undergrowth fairly easily and find the animal trail again that led you into the woods. It continues past the clearing, and I think now it's clear that the broccoli lobsters planted themselves here in order to take advantage of the animals that came through.
All right, so Coda's going to try and see if I can pick up the trail again to go the right way. And
why don't you go ahead and roll your smart or brave dice for me? I'll let you choose.
Yeah.
To see if you can narrow down the scent.
Okay, I'll roll brave, and I have what's that as well. So that's 2 plus 1 is 3 dice.
Okay. And this will be an easy challenge. You will just need a 3. So,
Okay.
In fact, there's no way you can fail this, but that's fine. Because you are a dog.
I'm a dog. That sounds specious.
It is. I'm sorry. I am. I am playing on your people's stereotypes, and I apologize for that. We don't even know if you care about your friend, let alone want to follow him. But of course you do.
All right.
And that's a good roll. Yeah, the scent is strong, and although there are many, many other scents, you are able to latch on to Diesel and Gator's scent as well. You can smell where he passed through here earlier in the day. It is a little bit distracting, though. There are other scents in the forest, and now that it has gotten darker, you're starting to feel that the forest, it's almost like it's closing around you, not in a bad way, but in a way that almost feels comfortable. This much more so than the neighborhood that you're used to and the places you've lived in your life. This forest feels like a place that really comes to life around you. It has its own ecosystem. It's almost as if it's a living, breathing thing on its own. There's something about it that's appealing to you.
All right. More like
Go on.
More like not human. More like nature. Not used.
Yeah, it smells a little funny out here, doesn't it?
Gator over this way.
Yep. I grab my flashlight and point it that direction.
As you stumble through the undergrowth and through the tall grass and the bushes that are around the animal trail, the darkness grows deeper and deeper and starts to creep on the rest of you. While Coda seems a little more at home, the rest of you are maybe uneasy. The broccoli lobsters are still fresh in your mind, and in fact, it's still very easy to smell them. The steamy broccoli scent lingers over your body, especially those of you who came in close contact with them and exchanged blows with them or got snipped by their pincers. In fact, it's almost as if you can hear the snip of their pincers in your ears and the foul hissing steam that they exhaled on your neck. More than once you turn around and look into the undergrowth thinking that there must be another broccoli lobster nearby. But it's almost a phantom sensation.
You ever get the feeling you're being watched by broccoli?
Guys, remember, we were chasing something else, like a bush, a moving bush. I'm watching for that. And as far as this feeling of being watched, yeah, constantly since, those smelly things.
The trail abruptly comes into not a clearing, but a clump of undergrowth. There's a large stone in the middle of the trail, a boulder, really. It's taller than any of you, and it has a tree growing coiled around it. The grass and the underbrush gather up against it, and you can see that the animal trail splits and goes around it on both sides. As you start to move around it, you realize that the stone is carved, and it's hard to see through the underbrush and in the darkness, but the stone is carved to have a monstrous face on it, an animalistic face with enormous fangs and what might be fur. It almost looks like it might be the carved head of a bear or a wolf or something like that. Despite the ferocity of its appearance, it's clearly old and it's clearly worn, but the space almost feels peaceful. And as you approach, the sensation of hissing and clicking and the smell of the broccoli lobsters retreats. The phantom sensation that's been lingering around you since the fight falls away a little bit. And in fact, even the smell in the air seems to dissipate.
It's a good place.
As you come around the side, you can see that the brush has been cleared away, and right in front of the base is a small altar, just a stone slab with a stone bowl inset in it. And in the bowl is some old dried fruit. It's been there a long time.
Said old dried what?
Fruit.
Fruit. Okay.
What looks like an apple or a pear.
Any sort of like a writing or symbols on it?
Go ahead and make a smart roll to see if you can pick anything out in the dark. If you have see in the dark, that would help.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Tara's been fairly quiet with the whole walk on here, but she actually seems a little bit less disturbed by, the whole nighttime side of things. That's 12.
All right. Yeah, you clear away some of the brush and you get in close, and you see that there is actually the remnants of what must be writing, really symbols of some kind around the stone. They seem to. It's hard to tell because there's a lot of brush and the tree grows around the stone as well. But it seems that the symbols, which are about hand high, travel all around or carved all around the stone. They're not symbols, they're not a language you recognize, although some of the symbols are obvious. A snake, a tree, things like that. They look to be representative. Whether or not it's actually a language, you can't tell. But again, while you look at that, you get a sense that this is maybe a safe place. Some of the symbols definitely represent bones, and some of the symbols look like people at sleep.
Maybe
Like people what?
At sleep, at rest. This might be a place where people come to sleep, or as they travel.
Yeah, Coda has the bone from the skeletons that he picked up that was kind of meaty. He'll put it into the offering bowl with the fruit.
As you do this, there is a disturbance in the air. A breeze blows through the clearing, brushing aside some of the leaves and making the trees shudder. You have a sense of peace. You think it's ridiculous to think that this meant anything at all, but the presence you felt, the hostility of the broccoli lobsters, of the monsters you felt it ease away. You feel cleansed. You feel like you may have appeased the ghosts of the broccoli lobsters. If you look at our action board really quickly, I want to explain something mechanical. You'll see that on the right side of the board, there is a little section for Restless Dead, and there's a token sitting there. So in the game, when you defeat monsters by killing them, or when you kill somebody, it creates something we call Restless Dead. And the more Restless Dead you have, the more difficult actions become, because there are the ghosts of the people that you killed are haunting you. And that's what was happening with the broccoli lobsters, although obviously that might not occur to you because, of course, your children don't deal with ghosts every day. But in leaving an offering here, you were able to appease the ghosts of the broccoli lobsters and clear out the Restless Dead level for the moment. And the reason I bring that up is because during the course of our adventures, you will have more conflicts, and you'll have to choose whether or not you want to take lives and risk creating more ghosts. So that is something that we'll be conscious about in the future.
That's sort of an interesting gameplay mechanic.
Go ahead.
I find that, most games it's just like, oh, okay, you've taken out this guy. There's no penalty really to doing that unless the GM has created one specifically for that campaign and that NPC. Having a mechanic in the game where, oh, the more people you take out, the more that are dead and they're restless, the difficultier it makes the game, and you need to do something to clear that out as a negative effect. So there's that, okay, do I knock them out and go away, or do I take them out and go away?
Exactly.
And you guys
one of you
wage that battle of what you want to do.
I know one of you has the negotiate special die, and that's a really good way to deal with monsters without killing them. The Restless Dead
that's why
works,
I picked it up.
Exactly. How Restless Dead, and that's one of the reasons I wanted to explain this now. How Restless Dead works is the level starts at none, and we're back to none at the moment. When you kill something, it becomes some, so there's some Restless Dead, and then eventually it advances to lots and tons. And the consequences grow more and more dire. At first, the ghosts will just haunt you and make challenges more difficult, but eventually they'll come and fight you. And so that's something you'll have to look out for. But we don't have to worry about that at the moment. I just wanted to introduce the idea to you. You do all feel relieved, though. There is a palatable sense that the presence that had followed you since the broccoli lobsters clearing has retreated. It has gone away. And maybe you were just imagining it. Maybe there's something more there. But it is you feel more comfortable now as you pass through the forest. It isn't long after that the forest breaks, and before you, in a large, broad clearing, stands an old, crumbling tower. And this is indeed the place that Gator and Diesel had explored earlier.
Well, it's even creepier at night.
The tower is taller than a 3-story building. It looks very, very precarious. Chunks of the walls have fallen off, and the ground around it is littered with rubble and overgrowth. A tree runs up one side of the tower. It's obviously grown next to it and has caused the tower to split on that side and be open to the elements. There's no light coming from the tower, of course, but now that you're out of the forest proper, you can see the last remnants of light as the sun is setting that illuminates the clearing around the tower. And you can see that past the tower is a broader field that way in the distance leads into more forest and beyond it mountains.
I'd like to ask how far we are from the tower. Like, if I was starting, or if Bard was starting to like yell for Diesel, do I think that he could like hear me, or
you are very close to the tower now. The animal trail comes out of the forest, and it looks like this is probably the rear side of the tower. You're less than 100 feet from it.
Okay, so Bard says, "Guys, listen, look at this thing. It's in shambles. He's probably trapped under some rocks or something. We got to help him. Diesel, if you can hear us, say something. Come on, bro."
And your voice.
I'll join in the shouting.
Darkness. Yeah, you shout and shout, but other than the faint sounds of animals in the forest behind you scampering away, all that you hear is your echo that echoes down into the valley past the tower. If Diesel is in the tower or somewhere, he's not in a position to answer.
I speak up and say, I think we should look into the tower before we move on and determine where to go from here.
Well,
I mean, maybe
of course,
he's just taking a nap.
Yeah, with a rock on his head.
This is beyond the fence. We should not be beyond the fence. Danger here. We should go back.
Well, that's why you're here, to fight the danger.
We can't go back without Diesel.
Just hold on a little bit longer. Once we find him, then we can get back where it's safe.
Yeah.
The sun
starts moving.
The sun is sitting behind the mountains in the distance, and there's just barely any light.
Dark soon. Danger comes with dark.
And
We have to go into the tower.
There is a real sense of danger here. The tower looks like a fortification. You've all seen pictures of towers in books and, video games, anime, things like that. This is definitely the kind of tower that was meant to defend something, was meant to be a place where people come to be safe as they journey, was an outpost, a lookout. It has that kind of feel to it. Even as it is old and crumbled, it looks like at one time it was a sturdy fortification. Do you want to approach?
Yeah, I head into the tower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Tara's going up.
Yeah.
there
As you
too.
come around to the front of the tower, you can see the archway of an old door. It is a double wide door. It looks like it was maybe made so that large things, maybe even a wagon, could come in and out of it. The door itself has rotted away. There's barely, any remains of the planks of wood that were once barred the entry. The interior is black. As you enter the tower, I would like you to each make a brave challenge. And what this will be is I'll ask you to roll your brave dice. If you have see in the dark dice, you can add those. And this is an effort challenge. This is as scary as the broccoli lobsters were. They took you by surprise. You weren't expecting them, and you were thrust into that situation. As intimidating as the dark woods were, you were traveling through together, and there was still some light. But the interior of the tower is pitch black dark. All right. Let me know.
I got a.
Oh, go ahead.
Did I get? Hold on. 7.
That's what I'm seeing.
Okay.
Most we had all told was 5.
If any of you got less than 5, or less than 6, let me know.
Coda did.
Coda got a 5.
Tara and Coda.
Okay. This is, the dark is obviously dangerous, and both of you sense that. You would be lying to yourself if you didn't feel some fear, but mostly the fear you feel may be not for yourself, but for your friends. This is a more dangerous place than it appears, and there is something sinister in the darkness. This was an effort challenge, and how this works is when we have an effort challenge, I'm having you roll not to see if you're going to succeed or fail, because you're definitely going to be able to walk in. You're going to be able to overcome your fear. The effort challenge is to determine what it costs you. So because you didn't succeed at the roll, this costs you a little bit of your courage, maybe a little bit of your strength. Each one of you that failed is going to lose one of your core dice as you struggle to overcome your fear. And you can choose which one that is. If you think brave is most appropriate, that's fine, but it might be strength or toughness or even smart. You might be so panicked or so out of breath or paralyzed by fear. That's up to you.
All right, so I'll lose 1 from wrong. So that takes me down to 1.
Okay.
I lose that 1.
If I go to 0 in a chord thing like smart, am I still able to work or?
Yep. If your core tough dice is reduced to 0, you die, and that's awful. However, if your other core dice, your brave dice, your smart dice, or your strong dice are reduced to 0, it just means you can't roll those dice, or the number of dice you have to roll is 0.
Okay.
And in the case of smart dice, you might just be, your brain might just be overcome with fear. Now, keep in mind, you all have restore rolls to use. So if you want to try to use one of your restore rolls now or later on in the game to restore those dice, you can. But in the meantime, the rest of you, although this is a scary situation, you are oblivious to the fear that Coda and Tara feel. Perhaps because they are older, they are more attuned to the danger here. The rest of you step inside first, and they follow you shortly after. The interior of the tower is not enormous. It's 30 feet across, maybe. Some of the walls are broken down. The floors are strewn with fallen stones. And in fact, as you step in, rubble from above you falls down. As you look up, you can see a spiral staircase extending up the inside of the tower. And there are upper floors that are partially rotted away, and you can see the remains of the very last sliver of daylight passing through the floor as the sun's finishes setting. If you shine your flashlight on the ground, you can see in the dust the footprints of Gator and Diesel when they were here.
Diesel wanted to go upstairs, but I didn't. And then I went outside, and that's the last time we saw each other.
The stairs are wood, and they look rotted and dangerous, but most of them are still in place.
Does someone want to take my flashlight and go upstairs?
I'll give it a shot.
There are other nooks and crannies and niches and closets around as well. If you'd like to explore, you can make a smart roll or a brave roll. You can choose which one that you think is more appropriate and add the what's that special die. to your roll. And if you roll more than a 6, let me know.
Wait, add the what's that? I have to have that die though, right? Or are you just granting it to me?
You can add it if you have it. Otherwise, you can just roll your smart brave dice.
Okay. Smart or brave dice, you said, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go ahead and explore since Mako's character is gonna be trying upstairs. I'm gonna explore downstairs.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a 6 on my roll.
I got a 9.
Okay. Downstairs. Downstairs, DJ finds a closet. It is a nook in the stone wall that has an old rotted wooden door that easily comes apart in your hands as you pull it aside. And it is full of old dusty jars and clay pots and shelves of other strange things that some of them partially fall apart as you push them aside. It looks like this was obviously a storage area, but it also looks like neither of the triplets that came through here had actually discovered this before. Go ahead and roll 2d6 and tell me your result.
Okay. I got another 9.
Okay. There is in one of the jars, as you brush the dust open, you can see that it is there's something inside there. This is definitely canned food. And the label even is readable once you push the dust aside. You can see a picture showing what the food is, and this is a food item. I'll let you decide what it is. It could be a berry pie, a sausage, jerky, or sushi. That's up to you.
I'm gonna say it's like a canned like jelly or jam, like a preserve.
Okay. We're going to categorize that as berry pie then, since it's berries. But yeah, it's canned preserves of some kind.
Yeah.
So this is a food item, and how you can use this is it's a one-time use item, as all food is. And you can roll it before you make any roll to add 1 tough die to that roll.
Okay, excellent. And so I let the group know that, hey, in this cupboard over here, I found some food for us.
Ew. I dare you to eat it.
We don't have time for that.
Was it Siobhan that was looking upstairs?
Yeah, and I rolled a 6.
Okay. The stairs are treacherous. Literally, the first stair you step on breaks away underneath your weight, and you do not weigh very much. But you're able to make your way up slowly, 1 step at a time, sometimes having to take 2 steps or even 3 steps at a time. You ascend up the tower into the darkness. The first floor seems to be relatively intact. There's the remains of some old bunks and some crumbled and broken crates that might have been chests of some kind. There looks to be an old table that has been pushed over to the side. It's very dark in here, although a hole in the wall where some bricks are missing helps illuminate it a little bit.
I was given the flashlight, I believe, before I came up.
With the flashlight, you can look around, and you can see that there are some footprints in the dust, some sneakers. That's probably Diesel's footprints.
Okay, and
it looks like they continue further up.
Okay, I'm going to yell down to everybody. I see his footprints. I'm heading up another flight.
The next
We'll
floor.
follow along.
Okay.
Yeah. Bart is already halfway up the first.
Okay. As for those of you who are climbing up, as you creep up the tower, as you creep up the steps, the steps are brittle under your feet, and the tower itself groans and shudders and sways slightly. This place is a mess. Siobhan, you come to the second floor, and it is the roof is completely gone. You were looking up into the night sky, and you can see that the footprints kind of circle around in this room, and then kind of disappear. It's not clear if they go back down the stairs or you're not sure what.
Okay, and do I see any other objects of interest on that floor?
The stairway continues up, even though there's no, even though the roof is gone. The stairs continue to the rim of the tower.
Okay. Yeah, I'll continue up to the rim then.
As you come to the rim, you can see that there is just the very slight remains of some of the stone and wood of the around the edge of the rim. You're able to look out at the forest and the valley as the very last hint of the sun is escaping down past the mountains. Looking back over the forest, over the woods, you can see what you think is the hill where you emerged from the door, although you can't quite make out the door itself. Maybe it's that dark smudge on the hill. Sure. As you look around at the top of the stairs, you realize there is a shoe, a single blue tennis shoe.
Okay. I will collect the tennis shoe.
Right.
Okay, and that's all that I can see up there. I don't see any other remnants of diesel.
There's nothing else to see.
Okay.
How many of you have climbed up the tower or have started to climb up the tower?
I have. Coda's had.
I think that's
Okay.
basically all of us.
Okay. Siobhan, as you start to come back down the tower, one of the steps breaks underneath you. You catch yourself as it comes clattering down past the others, past Coda, and eventually hits the ground near the others. But the whole tower shudders, and suddenly there is a cracking sound, Siobhan, to your right, and a crack forms in the wall of the tower, and you watch in horror as that part of the tower, the entire upper wall of the tower, starts to separate and suddenly falls free as tons of tower material lurches out into space around the tower, and the entire tower shakes and starts to come down around you all. I would like you to make a skill challenge roll to see if you all can get clear of the tower and clear of the debris before it collapses.
Okay.
This will be either a brave or a strong roll, and even though the situation is dire, this is relatively easy. It's a challenge of 3.
Mm-hmm. Can run help?
Run, I think, is vital here.
Yeah.
Okay, I was just about to ask the same thing.
What about something like a charge?
I think charge is just as good as run.
Okay. You don't have either of those.
If you've rolled a 3 or less, let me know.
Okay.
But just to see if we can stack things, or at least if I can stack things a little bit on here, see in the dark for making sure that we don't trip over something while we're booking it.
That seems useful. All right. It looks like you've all cleared. The tower rumbles and shakes as an entire side of it breaks off and crashes to the ground around outside. Luckily, that is around the back of the tower. The rest of you are able to run out the front of the tower through that double door. And you watch as the tower shakes and stones fall and crash to the ground. You're all able to escape. And luckily nobody was hurt. But the tower is now half the height it was before, and stones are still cascading and falling off.
Okay, but we're clear of the debris that's falling.
You all managed to clear it.
Okay. All right. I'm going to show everybody else the tennis shoe and particularly give it to and say I found this at the top of the tower. It's the only thing that I found of Diesel. Is this his shoe? And looking for confirmation that it is his shoe.
It's my shoe, that jerk. Wearing my shoes.
We don't have time to fight over our clothes. We got to find him. Is he in there? Was it just the shoe?
Just the shoe. And the footsteps just kind of stopped. I'm going to give the shoe to, or hold it in front of Coda's nose so that Coda can sniff it and get, a fresher take on the scent.
Okay. Coda will try and use it to see if we can track the Diesel scent.
All right. There's a lot of dust in the air, but yeah, this is a. I'm not sure what the word would be. A clear lock for you. Go ahead and make another smart or brave roll, and add what's that.
Okay.
But you definitely have not lost his scent, but this will help you guide the way. That's an 11. That's more than enough. Yeah, his scent is strong despite all the dust in the air, the dust and the mold and the debris in the air that are sending your friends coughing. You have a strong lock on his scent. Obviously, you already knew he had been here. You followed his scent here, but you smell something else as well, and it is connected to your apprehension about entering the tower. It is, you hadn't realized it before, but when you first stepped into the tower, when you first hesitated at the doorway, and you felt that fear, it was because you were smelling something unnatural, something almost animalistic, but more sinister, something you've never smelled before, and it is lingering on the shoe alongside your friend's scent. But now that you know that scent, you can smell it all around the tower. And as you look around, the scent leads you around the other side of the tower, to where the debris had crashed down. And you see that as the debris crashed down, they spread out and they uncovered what looks like a cellar door that led below the tower. It wasn't visible before. It's not clear if you missed it in the dark, or maybe you all didn't go around the side, but now it's clearly visible in the debris, a passageway going down into the dark underground.
Doorway down.
Oh, you think there's going to be more lobsters down there?
Diesel's smell is definitely down there, Coda. It is strong, but so is that other scent.
Not lobsters, something worse.
They better have my other shoe.
I hold up the flashlight. Wait, was it Gator that gave it to me?
Yeah.
Yeah. You want this back?
Well, as long as you want to stand in front of me with it, I'm fine.
Well,
Scaredy cat.
I'm gonna go up to the cellar door.
I just know.
Yell down into the cellar door, calling for Diesel.
Your voice echoes down the tunnel. It's a stone staircase that leads deep into the dark. You can just make out a turn at the edge of your vision. It's wet. The stairs are damp. It looks like water to you, but you're not clear. It might be slime or something else. Can
I reach down and touch it with my fingers to see if it's slick?
Yeah, and it is water, or it is definitely. It feels like the moisture from condensation.
Okay.
Your voice echoes down into the darkness, and there's a response, something quiet, movement, perhaps, and then in a voice that is familiar to you. Hello? It's faint. It sounds far away. Hello?
Diesel.
Hello, who's there?
It's Bart and Gator and the gang.
I'm so hurt. Oh, it hurts. It hurts so much. Can you come to me?
Yeah, we're on the way.
I'm down here.
Let's head on down.
Yeah,
I'm down
Tara's
here in the
already
dark by
moving.
myself. Can you come to me?
Yeah. Let us know when you see the flashlight that Siobhan has.
Yeah, I'll let you know when I see the light. Bring your friends. Bring all of your friends.
Of our friends?
Yeah, I stopped for a moment, like, wait a second.
What are you doing, guys?
Diesel
Let's
wouldn't
stop.
say bring all your friends. He would say something like bring the gang or bring the fellows.
He'd also,
something
yeah, he'd call me a
more
bad word,
friendlier.
too.
Something feels off here.
Wait. What do you mean he called you a bad word?
he would call me a bad word, but he didn't.
Oh, yeah, he would. Yeah, that's right.
Weird, right?
Bart is going to yell back. Okay, we're coming right down. Just wait.
I'm so hurt. It's so scary down here.
Tara's going to speak up a bit to the others, try and get their attention. Kind of motion. It's like, hey, I'll check up ahead if it. Right, this doesn't feel right, but if it is him, I'll call you down. If it's not, Scream?
Plan?
Yeah, besides screaming, run back to us.
Assuming I
Tara's
can.
volunteering. I'll give her the flashlight.
I'll go down slightly behind you with my slingshot, so if something comes at us, I can maybe stop it.
That's a kind of nudge Siobhan over towards him. It's like, I keep the light. I do okay in the dark. And she goes on without it because, she doesn't want to get lit up while she's sneaking around to see what's actually up ahead.
Okay. I'll stand by the entrance then, essentially, to make sure nothing we don't want entering goes in.
All right.
To trap anyone from behind.
Yeah, I keep a lookout and just sort of an eye around everywhere. So I'm constantly looking around us and every so often checking the tunnel to see if they're coming back.
Okay.
Guys, I have an idea. If this is like a trap or something, how about I do something? I'm gonna do something, okay? Just follow me. And
Okay.
Bart yells back down. Oh my God! Are those broccoli lobsters? Diesel, we gotta defend ourselves. We'll be right down as soon as we can.
The voice emanates from the darkness. Bring them. Bring the broccoli lobsters with you. Bring your friends. Please hurry.
Yes.
Diesel's never liked broccoli in his entire life.
This is true, and he's not a big fan of lobster either.
Yeah.
So Tara, you descend into the darkness.
Yep. Being
Do you want
quiet
to?
and sneaky.
Do you want to roll hide and sneak for me?
All right. So is that give me with the plus brave on there?
Yeah, go ahead and roll hide and sneak and brave. And your target number was 6, so
Hey.
you are relatively confident that you are creeping quietly into the darkness. Obviously, there's somebody down here. Hopefully, it's Diesel, but you are as confident as you can be that you are keeping yourself quiet and hidden. The stone is wet and somewhat slick under your feet. The passage is somewhat narrow, although you're young, so that's not a concern, but it's surprisingly tall once you get down into it. An adult could stand up here without any problem.
Mm.
You come to the turn, and beyond it is just pitch blackness, although because you're so good at seeing in the dark, you were able to pick up the outline of the passageway as it continues down. And you can feel the air rising up to you that suggests that there's a larger chamber downstairs, maybe a cellar of some kind.
Mm-hmm.
There's a smell. And this is not the smell of the broccoli lobsters that you smelled before, which was unpleasant, but at least identifiable. Mm-hmm. This is rot and meat and death.
Yeah, he's getting extremely concerned here, but he's just clenching her mouth shut and keeps creeping forwards, hand against the wall there, just slow step.
You come to the bottom of the stairs, and you can tell you're in a larger chamber. You can feel the stone of the floor give way to dirt. It has the dirt is damp, but it kind of has the feel of like an unfinished basement. There's a wall to one side of you to the left, although it's too far away for you to reach, but you have a sense of it. But in the other direction, it opens up just into the darkness. You can see what you think is maybe old broken boxes or crates, something that's made out of frames of wood on the ground. Whatever it is debris. You can feel it against your feet as you move past it. There is something in the darkness here. You can hear it breathing. It's also trying to hide from you. It's trying to remain quiet, but you can tell you're not alone in space.
And just from the feel, the sound of the breathing there, this be bigger than a child?
That's a good question. Go ahead, make a smart roll to determine that.
All right. See in the dark help on this one?
Yeah. You were actively trying to figure out what it is. You're actively trying to look at it. You have a pretty good sense of where it is. We were looking for a 6 here, but yeah.
No, that's bad.
Whatever it is trying to disguise itself. Like I said, it is trying to hide its shape and its noise, but it's bigger than Diesel. It's bigger than an adult. As you listen, you think there might be more than one.
Okay. Oda's going to try and use his squeaky toy and try and tease one of these creatures to come out of the shadows so he can better see it.
All right. We're starting a fight. Wham, wham, bam.
All right. I started a fight again? It's twice that Coda started a fight. Coda's getting bad at this.
Okay.
Coda's like, okay, we're being sneaky. Attack!
All right.
I didn't say attack. I just said tease.
Here's how this is going to work. For those of you who are down in the cellar right now, I'd like you to place yourself on any of the squares on the bottom edge of the action board. For those of you who are not down in the cellar, you'll be able to appear during the next round.
Real quick, we are at the top of the hour. Should we break for? Seems like a good place to break for the moment.
Let's let those of you that have to place their tokens. Once they say they're done, we'll move on to a 10-minute break.
I think that's great. This is perfect time.
Yeah, perfect time. I was suspecting that there was going to be some combat coming up soon, and that's why I was sort of holding off on the break. I wanted to get us right to the beginning of combat so we could do the break.
Okay.
And given that I'm hiding, go with the same as last time there with the he's there, but no one quite knows where yet.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. In fact, I was just about to say that. So you'll be able to appear on the first round or at the beginning of the next round.
Okay, so it looks like everyone has set up their tokens. We're going to go ahead and take a 10-minute break. We will be back at 7:12. That's Pacific Standard Time. And we will see you all then.
All right.
Okay, we are back. I hope everyone's emptied their bladders because things are getting scary. I don't want you accidentally peeing your pants with how well the GM is doing with describing things and how scary things are. I hope I've set up high expectations for the GM and he's a bit nervous on what he's going to say next. Go.
All right. Get ready for comedy. Okay. In the darkness, Coda, and I'm sorry, I forgot who was down here. It is Coda, Terra, and
Bard.
Bard. Okay, thank you. In the darkness, you can see a shape. All three of you can see a humanoid shape. It is large. It is black. It seems to be covered in fur. It stands taller than an adult, although it's hunching forward in the darkness. You can just make out its silhouette, and you realize that there's two of them standing on either side of the room. There's a piece of art for you.
Ooh.
They are grotesque looking creatures. They're covered in black fur. Their arms are long like an ape, but more tubular and their hands and feet end in naked, fleshy, 3-digit hands and feet. The middle of their body, though, is open. Their torso is open in a gaping mouth. And it's from that mouth, from the one on the right side of the room, that you can hear Diesel's voice. You can hear his voice say, "Come in, help! I'm so alone. I need your help." The voice echoes out of this creature's maw that's in the center of its torso. While above its maw, at the end of its long neck, you can see its beady eyes staring across the room at you, waiting for you to make a move. And the person who gets to make that first move is once again Coda.
All right. Coda has his squeaky toy, which he was using to try and attract one of these things.
All right. Which one of these would you like to tease?
I will go with the one on that's directly ahead of him or on the right side.
That is the one whose voice you heard. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Yeah. Go ahead and make a tease roll. This is your brave dice.
Plus, I have my squeaky toy, and I have one die of this tease skill. So.
All right. Excellent.
So that's 4 dice.
Right. All right, and I am going to resist that. Give me just a second to open my dice roller, which I had decided not to open for some reason. I'm going to resist that by rolling the creature's smart dice, and it rolls just a single die. It is very easily teased, very easy to infuriate. What do you do? How do you tease it?
Squeaky toy going squeak, 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 squeak. You can make mockery sounds. I can make mockery sounds.
You catch its attention. You see its head, its eyes lock right on you, even as the sound of your friend's voice comes out of its torso. From its own mouth on its own head, you hear a gurgling, grinding sound. You hear the sound of teeth grinding together in wet saliva. It will take, because you successfully teased it, it will take its next action against you. And you have successfully created the first step of the action chain. Now, before we go any further, we have a new element in this fight. This is a very dark room and it's very hard to see anything, but we won't be using the darkness rules this time. Instead, you'll notice that there are 3 dark spaces on the action board. These are holes. These are big holes in the floor. If you move into one of these holes, you will need to take an action to climb back out of it again. You can certainly move around the holes, and if you have the jump special die, you can use it to move. Similarly, if you have the fly special die, which I think one of you does from a flying fish, you could use it in the same way. All right. Who does Coda want to choose to go next?
Well, the only person that's going to benefit from the chain is Bard, so I'm going to choose Bard.
I'm pausing dramatically to see if I get interrupted.
You do not.
Oh, phew. All
They
right.
are excited to create their own monster chain.
All right. So I'm going to move to the left a little bit and fire my slingshot at the one that I'm straight down below.
Okay. Yeah, as dark as it is in the room, its bulk is a very easy to see silhouette.
What do I roll again? Strong?
All right. Yes. So for attacks, you are always going to roll your strong dice.
Okay.
If you have special dice you feel like you can add to that, you can. Those would mostly be combat dice or bonus dice.
Like fight dirty?
Fight dirty, yeah. Fight dirty is a great choice.
So that gives me 3 dice.
Does your weapon give you a die?
No. It's just the regular slingshot I brought from home.
Yeah. All right, you rolled an 8. This monster, you see the stone, or rather, you hear the stone impact its fur, and then fall to the ground. Whatever this monster is, it seems very tough.
Oh, yeah. I forgot to add the action chain dice, but I don't think it would help me.
I think you should reroll in that case.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
All right. You hear the sound of your stone impact and then land on the floor. The creature lets out a wet grunt and turns its attention towards you, but you don't think you've heard it. Which one of the creatures would you like to choose?
Guys, I will choose the one that Coda taunted.
Okay. The creature has its eyes locked on Coda as it lumbers forward. It moves directly toward the hole and then leaps over the top of it using its jump special die and lands in front of you.
Oh my god!
It is unfortunately not close enough to hit you, so it banks an action, which means it will have an action use on a future turn. It chooses its friend, but does not build an action chain because it was not successful. Its friend also moves forward. It's a little more hesitant. Bard, you watch as it comes close. It locks eyes with you, and then it lets out a wet, gurgling sound from its mouth, almost like a raspberry, almost like a fart. It's trying to tease you. So I would like you to roll your smart dice to resist.
Yeah.
All right. The sounds it's making are terrifying and compelling to you. You're not going to be able to resist taking your next action against it.
Okay.
All right. That's the end of our round. The rest of you can enter the round. Those of you who weren't hiding can place yourself anywhere on the bottom edge of the action board. Tara, you could place yourself on any edge of the action board. You've chosen to be up top.
Yep.
Clever.
Thinking of.
All right. The round begins. So for those of you, as you stumble down the stairs, you see these monsters approaching your friends. They are terrifying and they are hideous. And the closer of the two, the one on the right side, you can hear Diesel's voice coming from it. But now that it's closer and now that it's easier to see, you can see that as it opens its mouth, you can see a hand inside of its chest cavity where its mouth is. It looks like it has eaten Diesel.
Does the arm appear to be severed?
It looks like it's probably attached to something that's still inside. It looks like it's eaten Diesel whole.
Okay.
Or rather, it looks like it's swallowed Diesel. That is a better way to put that. As I said before, the room is extremely dark. But between the flashlight and the small amount of ambient light, you can make out the space. There are 3 holes in the middle of the space, gaping and dark. You're not sure what's down there. But Coda is in the lead and has the first turn. And the monster on the right has been successfully teased. It will take its action against Coda no matter what.
All right. Kodo is going to try and tease the one on the left now.
Okay. That monster will definitely try to resist.
I think it can.
Yeah.
It rolled very badly. Yeah, its attention snaps away from Bard towards you. It's definitely going to start moving toward you this next turn. Who would you like to choose to go next?
I'm going to choose Terra to go next, and I need to move, eh?
Oh, yeah. Go ahead and take your move.
I can't occupy the same space as somebody, so I have to move there.
You'll have to move around.
Yeah. Actually, that's probably a bad spot for me to be.
Yeah, we want to try and maintain distance here. And with that one, that's
a little bit of
pretty close, but hopefully he'll be moving away from you on his next turn.
Smart.
All right. All right. So Terra's up.
All right. That's a Terra just kind of pops up like she apparently tends to do.
And that was a successful action for the action chain, by the way.
Yeah.
And start yelling over at the one next to Coda there. It's like, big ugly thing, spit him out right now. Like trying to imitate like a mom voice, but big sister voice. Same sort of vibe to it. Doesn't get turned very often, but when she does.
Are you also trying to tease the monster?
Yep. Teasing the one next to him to redirect it back up this way.
Okay. So just as a note, normally only a monster can only be teased by one person at a time, and it was teased by Coda last turn. But I don't think there's anything wrong with having your tease override that this time.
I mean, since it moved and then banked in action, wouldn't the tease have technically worn off?
Oh, you are 100% correct. I'm sorry, I forgot it took its turn after that. Look at me trying to rules explain to you. You are 100% correct.
Yeah, I wasn't clear if the next action, since it couldn't take an action against him, if he still had to take the next action against him since the turn had passed.
No, the tease only works for the next action, and since he wasn't able to do anything else.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So this monster is successfully. He'll still have to roll, but he is also one. He is successfully teased. He will move towards you on his next turn.
All right, and then I'll go ahead. I'll take my 2 steps over this way. Is it going to be able to jump the hole either way there? So they're not really useful for our defense.
Right.
Other than it means they can't stand there. So, like, if you moved up to here, for example, it would have to move to either here or there to attack you.
That's right.
But at this exact moment, it's not too useful.
Well, also, they can attack diagonally, right? So,
yeah, you can attack diagonally.
Okay, yeah. So, with the current placement, trying to wall in would be. It'd require everyone just to block one of them, pretty much.
Pretty much, but not necessarily impossible.
Mm-hmm. But the big thing is that we've generated 2 dice of extra action chain.
Mm-hmm.
So that means that if somebody has any ability to like break armor or something like that, and they're somewhat successful, they should be able to have a good chance of trying to do it.
So the question is, does Tara want to choose to go next?
Well, let's see. Well, we've got over here. We know that you'll need to attack, but you've got range, so you can actually do it from anywhere on there. So you're okay. He's moving. He's gonna be moving that way. Which one here is DJ again?
DJ is this one right here.
How fast does DJ move?
DJ can move 2 squares, but I have a question about charge. Does it? I'm trying to look it up, but does charge give me extra movement distance?
Yes, on the first round of a fight, which this would be your first round, you add it to attacks and to the distance you can move.
Okay, so I could actually move to like here.
Yeah, I don't know what your brave is, but
my brave is 2.
So you could actually, if you have 1 charge die, you could actually move 3 spaces.
Okay. Yeah, I have 1 charge die.
Okay.
Yeah, so I figure DJ goes with the bonus die coming in there. That should be enough to get an attack. Then,
so we'd be like, yeah. So you move up 3, attacks that one. He's getting extra +2 dice plus his ability to his weapon, which helps on breaking armor. Should really hopefully weaken that one enough that somebody else can then shoot it or whatever. Since Bard's got to shoot that one anyways.
Yeah, the Bard hits it with Dirty Fighting with the ideally a +3 dice and less armor on it there.
Yeah,
that drops its smarts down. And then my next turn, instead of teasing, I can go ahead and try and negotiate it.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, I think that's a good tactic.
Look at us plot out a strategy. I love it.
All right, so Tara, you want to choose?
Yep. DJ's
all right. Unfortunately, DJ, the monster tries to interrupt you.
Can I interrupt the monster interrupting me?
You cannot. You can defend,
can I counter the counter spell?
You can defend against the interruption by rolling your brave dice.
Okay. I gotta roll really, really good.
You do.
Oh, yeah, that's an excellent roll.
Yeah, I literally have to roll. Well, even if I don't think I can. No, there's no way I can beat that with 2.
Yeah, you said you only got 2.
Yeah.
Well, you have your charge dice, which is giving you extra brave.
Yeah, you'll add your charge die to it as well.
Oh, my charge dice, so it'll be 3d6?
Yep. So you have a chance.
Oh, God.
Yeah, if you tie it up, you'll win.
Yep. I'm crossing my fingers saying, nope.
Oh! Exactly the opposite.
Don't cross your fingers when rolling the dice.
The monster lets out a wet scream at you that shakes you to your core as it glances at you, then charges past. Trying to get toward your dog friend Coda. However, it can't quite get where it wants, so it will end its movement here. Or rather, it would end its movement here, but it will use its action to take another move and arrive here.
Uh-oh.
Unfortunately, it spent its whole turn moving, so it can't attack. It will choose its friend to go next,
So if one of you can interrupt that.
unless somebody interrupts.
We could.
Yeah, I'm
it
I'm
doesn't-
gonna do an excuse me.
All right.
Excuse me. Roll what? My brave
Yep.
and the excuse me dice.
Yep.
Does he still get the charge dice for this? Because he can still use the charge, right?
Always. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's basically charges an extra strong and an extra brave.
On the
and that,
first round of the fight. Yeah.
yeah, and that also happens to count for movement because it's giving you brave.
So it's
Yeah.
a +2 on top of what I'm rolling, right?
Yeah. Although you've cleanly beat the monster and interrupted it.
Yeah. Well, it's a 21
Yeah.
anyhow, so.
Yeah, you're good.
All
Just
right.
Yell back.
Wait, hold on. Real quick, out of curiosity, you have 5 dice for that? Is that including the action dice? Because that chain got broken, right?
Yeah, it did. Also, so the action chain bonus only applies to actions you take on your turn. Interruptions happen before your turn, so you don't add your action chain bonus to them.
Okay, sorry about that. So it's only a 4D.
No, still plenty.
Small correction there. You can roll your action chain to resist stuff when not on your turn. It's just specifically interrupts are the mechanic where you don't get to add it.
Okay.
All right. You've interrupted the monster. It's looking around bewildered. It's not sure what's happening. Go ahead and take your turn.
Okay, so I'm going to charge at it. I'm going to go here. Basically, I move up here, or I'm going to say, just so you guys understand, I'm going to move to here. So
you have 4 in movement? Okay.
Because of the charge. Because
Okay.
I'm using my charge on it.
Yeah, but that gives 1 right to your 2 brave, which is 3.
Oh, yeah. If you have 2 brave, the charge would be 1, and you would move.
Okay, so I'll move.
You can definitely still get close enough to
then-
attack.
So
Yeah, exactly.
so
You get right there.
that would be the 3.
That's it. Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
And with that, let me look at things. Let's the brave. So that's 2 charge. Adds to the strong. Or actually it's strength I'm rolling. That'd be 2 dice, then +1 for the hammer.
That's correct.
I'm gonna do well, I'm actually doing a break, so it's just a total of 4d6 then, right?
Yeah. So if you want to break, you will add your strong dice plus the 1 strong from the hammer. How many strong dice do you have?
I have 1 strong dice. Then I get
Okay.
a strong dice for the charge.
Yep. And an extra strong die from the hammer. So that's 3, and then a break die.
Okay.
Oh, you get to apply both of them from the hammer.
Yeah. Actually, can we pause
cool.
for a second so I can give you a quick lesson?
Yeah.
All right. So when you hold a weapon in your hand, you can always add whatever core dice it provides you. So in this case, the hammer provides +1 strong dice, and you're making an attack, so you can use that. You can also apply special dice. You can also choose to apply special dice to borrow them from the weapon. So you can add your break die. Now, break is a combat die, and you can only add 1 type of combat die to each roll. So you couldn't add a break and headbutt. However, charge is a bonus die, and you can always add bonus dice to your rolls if they apply. And charge, for example, adds to attacks during the first round, so that pairs great with break,
Okay. So
giving you a total of 4 dice.
So there's the strength, the charge, the hammer, and then the break. So that's a 4d6.
Yep. As you get close to this monster,
15.
it's bigger than you thought it was. It's scarier than you thought it was, and its fur looks thicker than you expected. You're not sure if this is going to work. But it does!
Hey!
Look at that!
Oh,
Nice.
yes! I got
Even
one
though it
more-
rolls- All right, describe how you break through its armored hide.
So basically, what I do is I do a sweeping blow across its back, hitting it, or since it's facing at the time Cody.
I think it's
or
facing Tara because Tara
because it's facing Tara. I'm sort of at its side, and I sweep across it. When I hit the side, some of the fur that's sort of protecting it fluffs off and reveals some of its skin.
Okay. It lets out a howl, but also in Diesel's voice from the gaping maw in its torso, you hear, "Why are you hurting me? Why are you doing this to me?" Your successful action starts a new action chain.
Mm-hmm.
Who would you like to take the next action?
I am going to choose
Don't go with the plan because I can't get a good line of sight.
who's the redhead?
That's me.
That's you. Do you have any weapons?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go ahead and go with you. Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to step up to here, and I am going to attempt to break. I've got my rank 1 club, my rod. So I've got 1 strong plus the 1 strong from the rod plus the break from the rod plus the action bonus.
Yep.
So 46.
Right.
Could have been better. Damn.
It could have been better. Your rod scrapes along the creature's fur, but you don't even get its attention. It is lunging at Coda.
Okay.
And that breaks the action chain. Who would you like to go next?
He's down here in the corner.
Yeah, it's Gator.
Yeah, Gator. Let's do that.
All right. See what I got going on here.
Gator's definitely trapped.
Yes. So Gator's been just sitting in the corner the entire time, just pressed against the wall, terrified, and just watching everything unfold. But I think as soon as Siobhan moves up, Gator gets some courage and tries to do the same. So I will use my dagger and try and make an attack on that silver-haired one in front of me.
Okay.
I rolled the lowest I could possibly roll.
It rolled a d4 for some reason. That still beats you.
Ow.
All right.
That's rude.
Well, hey,
Yeah.
Rude.
You can't even catch its attention. It is focused on Coda.
Yeah, I think the Gator's just a little too afraid.
here's the
So
thing,
was that-
Gator, it can only go up from here.
That's true.
Was
That's true. I hit rock bottom.
Yeah.
Was that supposed to be a 46? Or a 1d6?
Yes.
I would
It
assume so.
100% was.
Okay, cool.
I got
I'm just
excited.
like, wait, does that dagger give the ability to cut through the fur or something? I was.
Hell yeah.
That'd be amazing.
I'm using a dagger from a different game that uses different dice.
All right. Who would you
Remember,
like to go
we're
next?
playing with the creators here. They can change the rules however they see fit.
We do. Yeah. This is
Third
one of-
edition comes out just because of this game.
Yeah.
All right. So, I believe that
Yeah, who's left?
Bart
Bart
hasn't
and
gone.
Tara and
Bart.
the more colorfully haired monster have not taken their action yet.
Oh,
All right,
well,
I already did.
all right, you
Taunted
did
the
taunt.
colored haired one.
Oh, okay, you did.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
You did. That
So
was
it's just
the
Bart
first
and the colored hair one then.
And
All
depending
right.
on how line of sight is measured in this, I think Bart, if you stepped up 1 square or up 1
I-
and
that
and
is
back
exactly
1,
true.
I think you could hit the rainbow guy.
But Bard has to go after the silver one. Haunted.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
Okay.
I have to go after the one. Yeah.
Okay.
So do I let Bard go now and then
So
let the
I
silver
didn't
one finish up
know.
the round?
I didn't know that I could shoot past my
You can shoot.
allies.
You can shoot in between people.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I mean,
Let's go ahead and let Bard
The-
do his thing.
To be clear, you can shoot in between corner gaps. If for example your friends were like this, you wouldn't be able to shoot through.
Okay.
I don't know if that actually helps you or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a little diagram in the book.
So,
Let me.
You can also, if you want to, you can always choose to bank your action in order to save it for a future turn.
It looks like if you move first, you'll be able to get a shot off.
I think so.
yeah, I can move there.
Now,
Yeah, so on page 19 of the book, you'll find a little diagram that talks about line of sight, if that's something people want to look at.
cool.
Okay.
And a quick question regarding movement.
Mhm.
So I know that I can't like end my movement in a space controlled by somebody else already, and I'm
Mhm.
assuming I cannot pass through an enemy held square on with my movement. But can I pass through an ally held square?
You
As long as I
cannot.
don't stop there, you can't. Okay.
There are ways to pass. So if you have the jump special die, you can jump over people or holes. Also, I know one of you has a flying fish, and if you have the fly special die, you can also pass over people.
Yeah, I just know that in some games you
That's
can
cool.
pass through your
Yeah.
allies square, but you
Yeah.
just can't in there. So I wasn't sure if that applied here.
All right. So are we
Okay.
choosing Bard or the monster?
We're choosing Bard.
Cool.
Okay, I'm gonna take my movement, and then I'm gonna, because I have to do my action against the silver-haired one. I will use my slingshot and my fight dirty,
Hey,
and I have no action chain, so that's going to be 3 dice.
Okay.
Oh my god, really? 222?
Unfortunately, once again, your shot bounces off them. You feel like it's possible to do some damage here, but in the darkness and confusion, it's hard for you to get your shot. Now, something we haven't mentioned before, I don't know if you have, if you've moved your full movement or not, but you can split your movement before and after your action. So if you can move 2 spaces, you can move 1, take an action, and then move your second space. For example.
That's good to know, but I do
Okay.
not have any more movement. So
All right. You will have to choose our monster friend.
Yep, I choose you, Rainbow Dude.
All right. The monster has its eyes focused on Terra. It leaps back across the hole and charges forward, and then it spends its action to charge again. Terra, it looms over you. It looks you in the eye, and it decides to use the action it banked on the first turn to attack you.
Mhm.
So you are going to roll your tough dice to defend, and if you have any armor dice, you can add those.
No, this is pretty obviously going to end one way here.
Yeah.
Tara is trembling, but staring at it quiet as she pulls her arms up and brunch.
Its heavy, furry arms come down on it. There is a wet crunch, and everything goes black as you lose a tough die, which I believe was your only tough die.
Yep.
All
So
right.
it's kind of, it's crushed against floor, wall, whatever, bounces and goes still.
Terra is
Oh
dead.
no.
And I put a little skull next to Terra, so we all know that Terra's dead. Terra, as the life leaves your body, you look around. The state of the basement has changed, and you can see now it is a basement, an old cellar. Where it was pitch black dark a moment ago, it's now foggy and gray. And you can see the monster in front of you. It's scanning its head around. It's wiping your blood off its fist, and it looks gray as if all the color has left it. You look down and you can see your crumpled body on the ground, which is terrifying. That's so scary. You realize you're a ghost. And can I tell you?
Mhm.
Being a ghost is awesome. Here's how this works. If you look at the left side of the screen, you will see, starting with the word haunt, this is under the restore roll table, a selection of ghost actions. As a ghost, you still exist on the action board. And you have a number of options you can take. When it's your turn as a ghost, you can move around the board as normal. And you can take ghost actions. And one of the ghost actions you can take is to spend a restore roll to try to come back to life, to try to regain a lost tough dice. But there's also other fun stuff you can do as a ghost. For example, you can take the haunt action, which isn't going to be useful here, but that allows you to haunt spellcasting monsters. You can take the chill action to try to keep monsters from rolling as many dice, or the spook action to keep it from using special dice. If there are other ghosts in the fight, you can fight them, or you can even do a ghostly cheer to help out your friends. You're a ghost now, but and your character is dead, but that does not mean that they're not going to come back to life later. More importantly, you're not alone. You look to your right.
He's huge.
And you see your giant friend Diesel. You see Diesel. He's sitting there staring at you, and he goes, "Why can't you hear me?"
Diesel, that thing ate you.
Oh my God, Tara, thank God. I've been screaming at you all day. I had to walk all the way back to the door by myself, and then you all came through the door, and I was following you, and I was following you, and I was following you, and then you fought those stupid spiders, and I thought at first you were all just ignoring me, and then I thought, oh, I'm invisible, obviously, and then I realized I was dead, and that thing ate me, but I guess I'm a ghost now, and you're a ghost too. Congratulations.
It looks down over at her body. It's like, that actually didn't hurt as much as I thought it would.
It stings later when you think about it. It stings in your head.
But right now, I can't stop thinking about it. Ow.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Ow.
What I do is I sing a song. I sing a song that goes, "I am not a ghost. I'm a normal boy. I am not a ghost. I have normal joy." It's not a very good. Don't tell Gator and Bard.
I promise.
You can tell them I died. Don't tell them that I sang.
I'll keep your secret past the grave.
Thank you. He clearly looks worried and confused, and he's trying, but he's also frustrated. Doesn't matter. Top of the round, we are back to Coda.
Coda's like, friend dead.
Yeah, you all saw it.
So
you all heard it.
Coda's gonna attack the silver one using a bite in his kung fu.
Okay, that's great.
Tear him apart.
Dog fu to the action.
Mm-hmm.
And I know you know this already, but just as a reminder, you're rolling your strong dice plus your karate chop dice plus your dice. I think this is maybe, before you roll, I think this is maybe a good time to bring up that bite has a downside, which we didn't talk about last time. When you make and you can see this if you read the special die, but when you make a successful bite roll, the monster that you attacked gets to add an extra die to its roll if it attacks you during its turn.
Oh.
Yeah, because you're locked onto it. You're right there and you're biting it. Okay. So that is a downside to using bite.
Okay. Well, still my friends need some sort of help, so and the other monster is way too far away, and so I have a banked action, so hopefully, if things go well, I can try and do that as well.
Okay.
All right. So I currently have 2 dice of strong because I'm down 1 die. I have 2 dice of bite, so that's 4 plus 1 die from kung fu, so that's 5 dice.
This is going to be a great roll.
Hey, a lot of twos.
Okay. I might have oversold it. Or I might not have. Look at that.
And then you jinxed yourself.
I did. All right. Do you want to describe it?
So Coda, seeing his friend, he turns, he's beady eye, angry, and he just lunges for the leg of the creature and starts trying to rip it off.
Okay. Yeah. You bite deep into that leg. It lets out a garbling noise from its mouth. But in Diesel's voice, you hear, "Ow! Ow! Don't hurt me! Don't hurt me, creature!" That successful action starts the action chain. Do you want to move?
I have a banked action. Can I use that?
You absolutely can. Something we may have noted before, banked actions don't benefit from the action chain, but they also don't, and they don't add to the action chain, but they also, if they fail, they don't break the action chain. They exist outside of it.
Okay, that's good to know.
Quick question.
Don't benefit.
Are both of these monsters imitating Diesel then? Because it was the radio guy.
Oh, you know what? Yes, they are. In that case, they 100% are.
Okay.
All right, so I am going to try and bite this creature again.
Just quick question: was this the banked action from last session?
Yes.
Good job on remembering that. No, that's perfect.
Well, I marked it on my character sheet that I had it. So
okay, fantastic.
Yeah, normally banked actions won't cross over between adventures, but since we're doing kind of a two-parter of the same adventure.
Yeah, this is what we call a cliffhanger adventure, which carries over to the next adventure. So restore rolls and banked actions all carry over.
Okay.
All right. Anyway, go ahead. All right. The monster has less dice to roll since you heard it before. It's only going to roll 3 dice, and that is not enough. Coda, you kill it.
Frightened killer. Dead. So he shakes the creature and tosses it to the side.
It collapses under its own weight, and from its gaping torso mouth, you've killed me. You've killed me. Why did you do that? Why? Its voice trails off. You still have your move to use if you want to.
Things pretty fast, so and I need to leave space for the other characters to move, so Coda's going to sit where he is, looking down at the creature that he has killed.
Okay. Which is laying quietly on the ground in front.
Yep.
All right, who do you want to choose to go next?
I will choose our ghost Tara to go next. Let her play with being a ghost while we have a chance.
I would say actually probably someone else, because all of these actions require brave rolls, so I'd only have 2 dice to pull anything off.
That's true. However,
or getting an action die bonus.
Yeah, you do
that's
get
with
one
the
action
die.
Okay. Something you might want to consider is ghostly cheer. You roll it against another friend, and if it's successful, they gain another die on their next roll.
Mm-hmm.
And does that also increase the action chain?
It does, because it's a successful action.
Sweet.
If it's a successful action.
So I'd say use it on Bard, that he can shoot the one that I lowered the armor on.
Yeah.
So just to be clear, the challenge number for Ghostly Cheer during this adventure is 6. That is what you'll need to roll.
Mm-hmm.
So you'd be doing it with just 1 die, so yeah. Okay, let's instead of doing that, Does anyone feel that they're good at teasing or something, or they have an action they can do that will continue to increase the chain?
I'm way far out of range. I don't know if anybody can do anything.
Yeah, I'd have
Does
to
anyone
run
have-
up.
aside from Bard.
Does
at the
anyone have a
moment,
couple
so-
dice of brave that they could use for teasing, or?
I do have
But you
2
have to have
dice in
the-
Brave.
You'd have to have. the
If you
ability
don't
to
have
do-
tease, you can't tease.
Oh, can't tease.
Yeah.
Okay,
Can't tease
so I
with
don't
You,
Don't
have
have
you gotta
skills?
have the special die.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
mean, I could try to tell it a lie or funny story, but
So actually, spook
could.
is brave versus smart, and we already know these things aren't very bright. So
This is
that,
true.
That would be actually decent odds to spook the guy that just killed me.
Did we
That's
talk
true.
about the ghost loot option? Or are we not using that?
We have not talked about it. So there's another option here that we didn't cover, another ghost action you can take, which is you can search the ghost world, because that's where you are now. You're in the ghost world. You can search the ghost world for ghost loot. And this does, and then this will not create an action chain bonus. This will break the action chain, but it is something you can do.
You want to do things that try and increase the chain. So, if anything that can increase the chain,
Yeah,
so anyone who has ability to tease or something like that, or spook or whatever, this is the
Like
time
a ranged
to use
attack?
a ranged attack.
Yeah, that's
mean,
what isn't that what we're saying? Like, so Tara gives the ghostly cheer to Bard.
Well,
Now
we
Bard
figured
has
that-
a,
Bard makes
an
a shot.
additional 2
Yeah.
dice.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was thinking.
we figure that
So-
Tyre's only has a 1 in 6 chance of succeeding.
Tara will also have the action chain die, so that should be
that'd be
D6.
2d6.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
then that's decent odds. Okay, Tara, give Tara the roll.
All right. Yeah, like I was saying, though, if I do a spook on it, that improves the odds a bit more on it too, because it might roll less than a 6.
that's a good point too.
Yeah, so it won't be able to jump, won't be able to do any of the other special stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I
but
think
most
we
importantly, they
should
should help build the
be able to
chain.
jump and move quickly so it gets up to us.
No.
It just means it can basically. It doesn't add movement.
We want to
to it, it just
give
means it can
give
stick the
our
holes.
slingshot a couple rounds of fire if possible.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so all right, kind of looks around and floats up to the upper head and just starts and just waving her arms through it and shouting at it, and it's like, "I ain't my friend. You killed me. You mean jerk."
I'm
Trying
too
to
young to die.
channels all her kind of intangible anger towards it right now, hopefully getting tangible.
And this is, you're trying to spook her?
Yes,
Okay.
I think I
It
succeeded.
rolls its 1 die. It does not understand what's happening, but it looks around. You all see it look around confused, and it kind of shrinks away from Tara's body. It has been spooked. And that does increase the action chain. Who would you like to choose to go next?
Well, given that we're going up on this here, does Diesel feel like I think because Tara's like, look,
Diesel is sitting out this fight.
Yeah, get another spook
No,
onto him.
let me tell you, having 6 friends on the action board against 2 monsters is already rough. I didn't want to add a 7th friend.
All right, that's fair.
I felt like if I added a 7th friend, I needed more monsters.
Yeah, I think we can work with what we got then. Okay, so is that a range for everyone except for Bard at this point, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right, Bard, try and take a shot.
Well, technically, Gator has the ability.
I can throw my knife, but it's a 1 use.
He's got his knife.
And since I'm pretty sure I can't negotiate with it while I'm dead, so I'll just go for a raw damage rather than dirty fighting.
Yeah, take it out.
all right. So I'm go.
Mhm.
Right, Bard, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna move up. Be like, no, you thing killed Tara. So I moved up my 2, and then get the old slingshot. So that's going to be 2 strong, plus my fight dirty, which is another dice, plus the 2 action dice. So that's going to be 5.
All right.
Oh, nice.
Let's go.
That's a terrible roll.
That's a terrible roll. It this time the pellet breaks through its fur. You hear it sink in. It's a satisfying sound. Because you used fight dirty, it will excuse me. Sorry. It will lose a strong die and a smart die instead of losing a tough die. It staggers back and it looks around bewildered. Notably, it's lost its only smart die. It's a dummy now. You've advanced the action chain. Who would you like to go next?
I think at this point, I'm going to go with Gator, even though he has that one use to throw the knife. Maybe he can hit it and actually deal more damage.
Yeah, I can give it a shot.
Gator, kill Tara. Get it.
Am I being interrupted?
No, it's too dumb to do that at the moment.
Excellent. All right. Yeah, Gator, who is ugly crying right now for sure, runs up and he pulls out the knife and he kind of looks at it and he sees he can't get over there and he just kind of chucks it. Just hopefully, maybe the blade hits, maybe the handle hits. Either way, I've got that 2 extra dice from the action chain.
3.
Oh my god! 18. That's not bad.
All right.
It's still rolling 5 dice.
It's still rolling 5.
Because I did the break. It rolls 4, doesn't it?
I believe
it's a break on that
that's on the armor.
Yeah, I broke its armor.
That was the one that.
Oh, you know what? You did. I'm sorry. I forgot to actually write that down. So yes, it only rolls 4 dice. Let me reroll that.
That was a good thing.
Hey,
yeah, yeah, good thing.
You are
All
welcome,
right,
Gator.
Do you want to describe how the knife hits it?
I think he just sort of launches it into the air and it arcs, blade over handle over and over again. And then as it looks like it's about to land blade first on the thing's head, it just hits handle first right into its eye.
Oh.
It lets out a wet gurgle, and in Diesel's voice, it goes, "Oh, what have you done? Why do you hurt me?"
Oh, who should be going next? Bard or Bard already? Who has the range attack still?
Yep, Bard already went. I think
No one's got range attacks now.
I think it's just Siobhan and DJ and the monster.
Well, we definitely should take advantage of this action chain. So who thinks they can benefit the most from this, 5 die action chain?
It's 4 dice.
Is it 4? It's still a lot.
Oh, I can't really do anything. I might have been able to dash to try to get myself in front of everybody, and so that the monster would attack me. That would give me a bonus on my defense, but I can't get around right now.
So let me move. I'll move out of the way. Then you can do the dash, get in front.
Yeah, that would work.
And do that. So let DJ go.
Well, the thing is, it's still going to break the action chain if you can't do a successful action.
Here's what. Well, okay. So I've succeeded. So if I choose the monster to go, anybody who's already benefiting from the action chain will get to roll those dice when defending against this monster.
Yeah.
So it might be worth letting it go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
That will preserve the action chain without breaking it.
Yeah.
See, and I like
as
this
long as
because what we're showing here is the fact that there's an advantage to breaking your chain or your friends going around, if you know that any actions that anything you do will break the chain, having the monster go and preserves the chain, that's a really cool gameplay mechanic.
Yep.
So hold on. So if the monster goes next, the monster attacks somebody, and that person successfully defends against the attack, is the action chain incremented, or is it just...
No? So the action chain is basically it's going to stop where it is because we're no longer going. And so whatever bonus it's at, we all would get to roll those dice. Whoever has the chain, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So so specifically, it has to be players who have participated in this chain. If you didn't, you're not going to get this bonus.
Yeah.
Okay.
Although, however, that will allow other players to start a separate action chain later if can this turn. So you're choosing the monster?
I think so.
All right. The monster looks around in confusion. It can't tell where that knife came from, so it's just going to charge forward, lumbering, using its long arms to propel it forward, and it crashes into Bard. Bard, it is attacking you.
So Bard would be rolling his toughness dice plus
Any armor
the
dice?
4 dice. Or armor dice.
I do not have any
The
armor.
action chain.
Yep.
So tough plus action.
Yep, tough plus the action chain bonus.
Okay, so that's going to give me 2 tough and 4 for action, so 6.
Perfect. Three 6s there.
Okay.
Ooh, nice.
Dang, that is a
3
nice
6s
roll.
plus even more
There you go.
over there. Way to go.
All right. It brings its arms down on top of you and smashes down in a flurry of blows, but it's still confused by Gator's knife throw to its eye, and its arms crash around you instead of hitting you. In its confusion, it chooses DJ to go next. All right, so we will remember that those of you who participated in the action chain have a +4 defensive bonus for the rest of the turn, but otherwise there's no action chain bonus at the moment for DJ.
So it's my turn?
Yep.
All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to move up to here. I'm going to attack it. Going to... Is there a way for it to go? Does it just go to 0 or it can't go negative?
The
Core dice?
For the dice. So like if because it's at 0 smarts. If I were hit with another smart move,
0 is as low as it can't go any lower than 0. That doesn't mean you can't attack it.
Yeah.
It just means it won't take any extra damage.
But because I pick headbutt for my special dice, and so it takes reduces smarts and brave by 1.
Yep.
So you'd still be able to take away that brave.
Yep.
So that'd be only 3 dice, but you know what I'm gonna do instead? I want to reduce its armor more, make it so that more people can do damage to it. So I'd rather do a regular attack, because I get the 1 dice from that, the 1 dice from the strong, and then the 1 dice from the break.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
And so I get 3d6 against the 4d6. I would have a better chance.
Actually, it's only rolling 3d6. It only has 2 tough dice and 1 armor die.
Oh, okay. So it'd be a fair fight. So I'm gonna do that. Yeah, roll 14. And
Nice.
with the way the rules work that you state, friends always win ties. So I got that.
That is true. That is true, except in one exception. There is a monster special die called Courage Eater, and that
Did you actually take it?
Yes, because these monsters are Courage Eaters.
But
that is what they're
use special
called.
die when spooked, right?
Oh my gosh, yes, you're right. So that's
I was just about to call Greg.
and you win this tie. That's fantastic.
The swoop
Leave
comes in
it to
handy.
Tara to ruin the GM's plans.
That's fantastic. You
Being
smash
feel like I'm
into
playing Magic the Gathering here with like rule after rule after rule.
All right, it's all the stack.
You smash
Yeah.
into its armor. It lets out a gurgling howl from its upper mouth, and from its lower mouth, you hear Diesel's voice say, "No, don't do this." Siobhan is the last friend who hasn't gone.
I'm just gonna go ahead and dash over here. It's about the only thing I can do right now.
Okay. You can always choose to bank an action if you want. With your action.
True, but like at this point, I don't think it's gonna do much good. If anything, like I can hopefully step up and take a whack at him. Whereas like if I wouldn't even be able to. I don't know that I'd be able to use that action.
Yeah, and
Okay.
plus it's
You could've-
also the end of the round
Hold on.
too. Siobhan's the last
Hold
to
on,
move.
You could have moved right there, right between all of us, and attacked it.
That would also be
diagonally, right.
That would also be another dash, and then I couldn't attack because the dash is my action, and then I
Yeah.
wouldn't be able to make an action, so it's the same thing.
Oh, okay.
Right now, I at least like the guy has to move to get to me,
What-
whereas he could just.
What's your
That's
brave? Or your
My
movement?
brave is 2, but I was able to move 4 because of the dash. The dash doubles
Yeah.
my movement.
Right, but you were.
I was right
under.
here.
What I'm saying is,
I was right
Oh,
here,
okay.
and this would take me 3 to move here, so it would also
I get
require
you.
the dash.
All
I
right.
get you,
So
I get you.
that is the end of the round. We come back around to the top of the round, and Coda.
All right. Coda is going to move 2 squares and leap into the face of this thing and bite it.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. Didn't we establish that you can't pass through
Oh,
allied
this is true.
positions?
But I can't pass through my teammates.
You
No?
cannot.
Yeah.
Ooh, you gotta have jump special dice or fly.
Oh, okay. That's going to make it a problem. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. I cannot get to the creature then. All right, since I can't get to the creature, then
What if you
Can I-
moved
can I-
into
will-
the corner?
Can I make a suggestion?
Hmm?
It may be that because Coda's not in a great place to do anything right now, that one of Coda's friends might want to interrupt him and go first.
Oh, that's a good point. I'm going to go ahead.
How
and
I
many-
was going to say,
How many brave dice
was gonna
does
say-
Coda have?
oh, I mean, Coda could just simply tease the creature.
Yeah, I was
And
thinking
so, I
the
mean,
same
I-
thing.
That's true.
yeah, that's
That will
what I
give
was
us one
thinking.
die of that. That's an extra 1 die to the action chain, and get something done.
Yep, fair enough.
That's true too.
So, Coda will move 1 square down and use his squeaky toy on the creature. It has an intelligence smart of 0, so this is going
Yep.
to be automatic
Yep.
success.
All
You're
right.
welcome. I love
Once
it. An
again-
action chain of its own.
Once again, it locks its eyes on you, and from its torso, you hear Diesel's voice say, "I know that sound." Who do you want to choose to go next?
Choose me next. I got an idea.
Okay, sure, go for it, DJ.
So I am going to headbutt the creature.
Okay.
I want to reduce its brave. The 1 for strong, 1 for the brave, and plus 1 for what I have, so that's 3d6.
Mhm.
It's a 10.
All right. Yeah, you headbutt it.
And so that reduces its brave by 1. It will also reduce its smarts, but smarts already at 0.
Exactly. So it cowers away from you, and tries to move away, but it's nearly surrounded. Do you want to use your move?
Yes. To move.
Who do you choose to go next?
I am going to go ahead and I'm going to choose.
You can tag me in,
It
I-
is?
Yeah,
I choose strong.
All right, I'm
And the
going to come
action
in
chain
here.
bonus is now at +2.
Okay, so I'm going to move up here just to make, well, for a variety of reasons, because don't necessarily want to kill the guy quite yet, but also because so I can use my break. So I've got one strong from the rod, one break from the rod, which is 3 + 2. So I'm going to roll 5 to get rid of its last bit of armor.
All right, so now before you do that, it actually has no armor left.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. All right.
I did not make that clear. I should have said that when the last piece of armor was broken, that its fur is now mangled and its armor is destroyed.
Okay, in that case, I will just try to do damage. But in that case, I don't get the break dice, so I only get 4d6.
Feeling that's going to be adequate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to describe your blow?
Let's see. Who was he just hitting at? Okay.
He was trying to hit Bart.
Yeah, so basically I just roll up with my rod, and as I'm stepping kind of past like where the dividing thing, I just essentially swing like a baseball bat right up into its teeth of its stomach maw, and just try to crack out like some teeth and wreck its day.
You are, because of the way you are delivering the blow and how close you have to get to it, and that it's facing you at the moment, you see something in its open, gaping mouth that I don't think anybody else has seen. Not just Diesel's arm, but you can see his entire upper torso and his head lodged in the creature's throat. The rest of his body is beyond your view. He's definitely been swallowed whole.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you choose to go next?
I don't know. Let's go with Tara, because it seems like Tara, with how much we've wrecked this thing's stats, should be able to essentially get another free spook or something, which will also increase the action chain for whoever wants to coup de grace this guy.
All right. Yeah, so the movement isn't really a thing as a ghost, then, is it?
There are plenty of reasons you'll want to move around as a ghost, but in order to take the ghost actions like spook, you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to be in base-to-base contact with the monster. You do have to have line of sight, though.
Yeah, if there were other ghost monsters in the fight, you might be more interested in getting away from them.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's a fair point.
Yeah.
All right, so I guess we'll take my... Oh, yeah, I guess it would be 2 movement on there, assuming run still applies.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and then that gives corner to corner, so I've got line of sight on them here.
Yep.
And is apparently taking rather well to being a creepy ghost girl and kind of...
Yeah, you adapt to your... I'm just putting this token over here to indicate that there is now Restless Dead again for the next adventure.
All right, and kind of... It's a weird kind of loud whisper sort of thing. Kind of like a projected one that it's meant to hear, even though if it can't really hear it, it's like, you went and killed me, and now my friends are about to kill you. And spook them.
Okay.
I'm not sure I even need to roll at this point.
You don't, because it cannot resist, and you cannot fail. The monster is now spooked again, which increases its Restless Dead, or increases, I'm sorry, the action chain once again. Who do you want to choose to go next?
Well, let's finish closing it in here.
All right, Gator's up.
Gator.
Okay. Gator's gonna run up on this thing and in a fit of rage, he just goes, "It's Gator time!" And then he bites. Just like Coda would. With my action die bonus.
It's +4.
Bard just shakes his head.
All right, so I'll take my 5 dice. That sounds good.
Describe it.
All right. So yeah, he goes in. He just starts biting at it and shaking his head, just like he's watched Coda do, in just a fit of rage and tears. And eventually, it stops moving. And then I think he just sort of sits on his butt afterwards and just breathes heavily.
Okay.
We probably want to try to pull Diesel's body out of this thing.
Do you want to try? The fight is now over. Congratulations. You have murdered these poor defenseless monsters.
Defenseless? Excuse me?
Yeah, clearly not.
Or
All right.
defenseless.
So a few things are happening. First of all, the horror of your friend being dead and your other friend having been devoured by this monster. You can, if you want to make a strong, if one of you wants to make a strong roll to try to pull his body out, you can.
Okay, I am not the strongest person.
Yeah,
who's
I'm
got,
a strength of 1.
I've got one.
I guess.
Keep in mind,
I guess
when you make challenge rolls like this, you can borrow dice from any weapon you're holding as well.
Oh, okay. So I have a
So
strength of 2.
Yeah, you can club his body out.
Kind of lever the jaws open.
Yeah.
All right, so does anyone have more than 2?
Have 2.
The only way Coda would have to borrow somebody's weapon to get to give him 3 dice because he's only got 2 dice at the moment. So
Something that might help if you've lost some dice is making a restore roll. Spend.
no, I use my
and that's-
restore.
Yeah, last time.
Yeah.
And that's especially relevant for Tara, who.
I also used my
Might-
restore roll last time.
Oh, well, you're going to be a ghost for a while unless somebody can first aid you.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
there's
does
a
anybody have first
kit
aid?
over in the crumpled mess that she left behind there?
Coda has first aid.
Okay, but unfortunately, that requires you using one of your restore rolls.
Yes.
If somebody goes over to Tara's body, you can find her first aid kit and use one of your restore rolls.
I will go
Before-
ahead and go over to Tara. I remember
The young ones have
Before-
plenty of restore
Before
rolls.
that happens on there,
Yes.
even though we're out of combat, can I still do a search for the ghost loot? 'Cause I figured-
You can search for the ghost loot if you were in the ghost world. That is something you can do. Normally, that's a combat action. But if you want to try to do that, there's plenty of context for doing that. So yeah, if that's something you're interested in, go ahead and
You're going to roll 2 dice,
thank you.
add up the total, and then we have a chart. It's on 245.
It's also actually right here at the upper left.
Oh, is it?
corner. Yep.
Nice.
Yeah.
I did not scroll up to see that.
Yeah, so it's kind of a weird sense of warmth as sees that she's been avenged, and then something in those broken boxes just catches her eye.
Okay.
And it's apparently a cake.
Oh,
Hey.
this is interesting. All right. So yeah, it catches your eye, but not just because it's a cake, but it's glowing green. It is a slice of cake on a bone china plate that is glowing green and has little gooey, misty tendrils coming off it. It almost looks like it was placed, that it wasn't in the destroyed crate, but that it was placed there for you to find.
Oh, wow. It's
Oh.
perfect, too. It's exactly what you needed.
Yeah, do you want to read that real quick?
Yeah, so ghost cake, it has a description, which is a pasty green slice of cake on a tiny plate made of bone. Tastes like nothing. This is an exotic rank X food item. Maybe it's rank 0 because that's where we are. When you eat it, you can roll an extra die on all ghost actions for the rest of the fight, or auto pass a restore roll as a ghost friend to gain 1 tough die. I guess this is technically you still have to have a restore roll to do it.
This is true.
But, well, I mean, we've got Diesel here. It's like, he looks pretty down. Tara's like,
That's true.
hey, Diesel, I mean, we can pick it up. But here, maybe it'll help you feel better.
Did you just find cake in a box?
Yeah, it's right in there.
Is there
I'm not
more
sure
of
it was
it?
there before, but
I didn't see it before. If I know there was cake down here, I would have been eating cake the entire time.
Let's run the One Piece, but here.
Oh, One Piece is
Take
the
it.
name of the treasure. He starts humming the One Piece theme as he immediately eats the piece of cake and then kind of blinks out of existence in front of you. And suddenly, right in front of all of you, inside the belly of the beast, Diesel looks up and he goes, what happened? Where did my
Diesel.
cake go?
You're okay.
He's not okay. He's shoved halfway down a monster's stomach.
Well,
So I'll give my
he's
rod.
alive.
I'll give my rod to Coda to give the extra die to pull him out.
Okay.
Then I will take the rod back afterwards.
Okay. That is plenty. That roll is plenty for Coda to pry out poor Diesel, who comes plopped out. He is missing now both of his shoes. One of his legs looks like it's broken, and he's covered in scrapes and cuts, and parts of his pants are torn away. He looks like a mess. He also has green frosting around his face.
Well, I hand him back
Did you
his
get cake before you died?
Huh? No, Tara gave me cake, and oh god, Gator, Bard.
Oh,
geez.
you're alive. Oh, we're not going to die. Mom's not going to
Tara's
kill us.
dead.
You'll
What?
share cake
Oh,
with
what?
Coda?
Tara was a ghost. We were ghosts, guys. We were ghosts, like ghost Pokemon. We were that kind of ghost.
Bard, who is basically a liar by everything he does.
Yeah.
Attempts to read his brother, and he discerns somehow maybe that he's telling the truth and ghosts exist.
You think so? You might not have thought before, but there is an earnestness and a panic to how Diesel is talking that you recognize. He's only like this when he is scared and telling the truth. But also, even then, you might not have thought so. But your experience earlier this evening at the shrine now clicks into place, and you think maybe in this place there are ghosts.
So you saw Tara as a ghost? Guys, how do we get Tara back? We got Diesel back?
Tara, can you hear me? When I was a ghost, I could hear you guys, so Tara can hear us. Tara, come over here. Diesel starts waving his arms around. Come to us. We can.
Well, we got to get her body.
Yeah.
Oh,
She has a first aid kit, right?
Does she?
Or no, Coda does. Coda.
No, Tara does too.
We
I
just
have a-
all have
I
first
have-
aid kits.
I have a
No,
toy.
I don't.
Oh, okay. Well, we got to use this first aid kit. Who has the best brave dice and
I have
has
two brave.
restore rolls?
And I have a restore roll.
All
Well,
right.
there you go.
Wait,
Go
what's your
ahead and
brave?
make the-
What's your brave CC?
Now let me read the first aid special die to you really quick, which is what you get when you use the first aid kit. You can add the first aid die to restore one core die to your brave roll to restore one core die to a friend. So you'll roll the first aid die from the first aid kit plus your brave dice.
Okay.
Is that first aid kit a single use only thing, or
No, it's a gear item.
Okay.
You're spending your restore rolls. That's the cost.
So I'm going to
Yeah,
move
okay,
to here.
Mhm.
I'm going to go ahead and grab the first aid kit and use it on Tara.
All right. You want to describe this? She's pretty mangled.
Yeah, the
So
kid's probably a bit
basically what I'm
sticky.
doing
Band-Aid.
is I'm
Little gauze.
yeah, it's basically I'm using like the gauze
A little
and the
Windex, that's
bandages
all what
to
it
sort of
needs.
stop the
Yeah.
bleeding that's going
Yeah.
on and stuff like that.
Okay.
Just straighten her out like she's sleeping.
Yeah.
Don't
I mean,
mind the
if worse
cracks of
comes
the
to
bones.
worse, we can do like a
Reset it.
weekend at Bernie's type thing with Tara.
Oh my god, yes.
I think that's wonderful. That should be all we do. All right, go ahead and make your roll. Like I said before, you're
Yep.
rolling your brave dice plus the 1 first aid die.
Oh, 5.
Okay, well, 5 is the absolute minimum you needed to roll for Tara to restore 1 tough die. So you watch, you see, everybody else is too far away, but you see how her body twitches and slowly some of her bones shift back into place and some of her skin mends, not fully, but just enough that her eyes open and she lurches back to life. Tara, what you feel is your body is your ghost is compelled to return to your body, like your body is not so much as your body is sucking your ghost back in, but it feels like the ghost world is pushing you out. It doesn't want you as you return to life with 1 tough die.
So
All right, so
I scream out. I scream out, yes, Luminosity answered my prayers. She raises from hell. Hellraiser! Starts banging
we're
his
all
head.
there's this long.
I knew it would all work
that
out.
she sucks in the air and then it just comes out in a really pain-sounding wheeze. It's like, ow.
Ugh.
Tara, this is, I don't know how well you can process this, but I'm guessing you can maybe process this better than your friends, given your age and your experience. This is terrifying. As terrifying as dying was, can you die now?
Yeah, that's.
What is this place where you can become a ghost and then come back to life?
Yeah, this raises a lot of very uncomfortable questions.
For the rest of you, oh, go on. I'm sorry.
I was going to say that she's not in shape right now to think about, but when she's got some quiet time just alone in the dark, she winds up with quite a bit more often than most people would consider comfortable. She's going to be a little haunted by this.
I imagine.
Yeah.
You'll be haunted instead of the one doing the haunting.
Yeah.
The rest of you notice that, much like the broccoli lobsters, in these holes laying around, there seems to be some interesting loot. So when you defeat monsters, if they don't drop any other treasure, they will always drop loot. So each of these monsters generated a single piece of loot. So as a group, you can make 2 rolls on the loot table and see what we get.
I'll roll one of them real quick.
I'll do.
Yep, go ahead.
All right, Bard.
Nice.
Fish.
Hey, more fish. That's all we find.
Yeah, fish is the best.
Oh,
Ooh, treasure map piece.
All right.
nice.
All right. So first of all, when we acquire loot or treasure or other goods like this, you get to decide who gets it. You can just say it's mine and I'm keeping it, but otherwise you get to decide who gets it. So Bard digs up a piece of an old map, and the first thing you recognize is that this tower is marked on the map, but it's only a piece of the map. Maybe this will be useful later. Siobhan, you find another fish. And did you find a fish before, or was that somebody else?
That
was somebody else. This is my
Well,
first
I
time
found
rolling for
one.
loot.
You may
And
have been
somebody else's
jealous
sword.
by other people's fish, but your fish is even more exciting. I'm going to give you a few choices. You
Okay.
can find a ghost crab, or a poison blowfish, or a magic fish.
Oh, dude, that's tough.
Let's see. Poison blowfish.
Okay, cool.
Wait, hold on. I'm saying that's one of them. You're saying poison blowfish, magic fish, and ghost crab. Is that right?
Yes,
Okay.
a lot of fish in this place.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm going to go with magic fish for the moment.
Okay, this fish is a little old, a little smelly. It looks like it's been in this hole for a while, but it shimmers and glows faintly. It's kind of pretty, or maybe even kind of beautiful. When you touch it, you feel a ripple of, it's crazy to think, but what you can only think of as magic. Just like the other fish, this is a food item, and when you eat it, it gives you the benefit of a special die. And in this case, the special die is mage proof, which you can roll to resist spells.
Yeah, cool.
Nice.
Yeah, so write that down for later. You all leave the tunnel. I assume you don't want.
Yeah, I think we help Tara and Diesel walk if they can, or if not.
If they can.
Yeah. Try and get them back towards the door.
Yep. From the tunnel, past the debris of the tower, you are hurt, you are scared. Some of you have had as near a death experience as a person could possibly have. And some of you have gone beyond that. You stagger through the forest, the sound of animals in the underbrush scampering out of your way, past the clearing where you fought the broccoli lobsters and that horrible steamed broccoli smell. You emerge from the forest, from the animal trail, into the field, and up the hill you can see the door in the darkness. It's a silhouette against the glossy grass that is reflecting the moon. You stagger up the hill, eager to go home again and get to the door. But
Get
the door
back
is shut.
behind the fence.
The door is shut.
Guys?
Oh, no.
How are we getting home?
I'll try and open it.
It not only is the door shut, but there is now an enormous lock on it, and whatever you do, the door won't budge.
Oda is going to
Peter.
whine. It's going to try howling and scratching at the door. So that works.
It is frustrating. The door will not open, and Coda, you have the sense that you should have known better. You should have known that this door was going to close and not going to. It does not give against you, and when you bark at it, when you howl at it, it's as if the door reflects the bark back at you. It is an impenetrable solid.
Okay, I'm gonna try to use my hammer and hit the lock and try to break the lock off.
Okay. Do you want to give me a strong roll? And you can add your break dice to that.
Okay. An 11.
Okay. You line up the blow and you hit hard and it rings across the clearing. The lock shifts to the right in the loop. It's like a padlock style lock.
Mm-hmm.
It does not dent, but maybe if you hit it again, maybe if you hit it several times.
Okay, I'm gonna try to hit it a couple more times. You want me to roll again?
Okay. No. Throughout the night, you pound on the lock, you bark at the lock, you try to slide tools into the keyholes, you scream at the lock. It will not budge. It will not open. You can't slide anything between the door frame. It is completely impenetrable, and as the night goes on, eventually you all exhaust yourselves and fall asleep at the feet of the door, at the foot of the door. Morning comes. The sun is bright in the sky when you wake up. You may be upset. You may be scared. You may still be tired and uncomfortable from sleeping on the ground. So you're a little surprised when you see there's a giant snake in a hat looking over you. An enormous snake. They look like they are maybe 8 or 9 feet long. They are bright green. They are raised up above you. I have a picture. that you can see. And they're wearing what looks like a little vest. If that's a weird thing to say on a snake, because of course snakes don't have arms, and a little sweater tube, and a hat, not pictured. And the snake looks down at you, and in a lisping voice with a strange accent says, "Are you children?"
Bard
Odo
immediately
looks at-
grabs his slingshot and tries to shoot it.
Okay, go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll to make an attack.
My fight dirty as well.
Yep. Roll whatever you would roll to attack and kill this poor snake.
Okay. Well, I don't want to kill him. I just want to
No, you won't with fight dirty.
run him. Yeah.
All right. So I had you instead of making an attack roll, I had you roll this as a challenge. So you beat the challenge.
Right.
You hit it in the head with your thing, and it lets out a scream and a hiss as its hat falls off, and it says "Stop! Stop!" and it scampers is not the right word, slithers around the far side of the door and says, don't attack. Do not attack me. I am not your enemy,
Bard.
children.
Bard says, Gator, we can get you a talking snake. Think about how rich we'll be.
You see Gator, he has this huge smile on his face. And he's just like, yes. Yes.
I am a gentleman, and I do not want conflict. If you are not willing to speak, I will slither about my way. But I thought as children you would be especially equipped to help me in my travel. You are children, aren't you? Or let me ask better, are you students?
Harry kind of groans and sits up now that it's clear she's not still just in the middle of some horrible nightmare. It's kind of, it's always just put it down. It's kind of slumps over. Like,
but it's a talking snake.
Well, we are students, and our friends are hurt, and we need help.
She kind of goes over, picks the hat up, and hands it over to
the snake pokes its head around the door again. You feel like if snakes could smile, it would be smiling at you. It's hard to say, but its voice sounds sincere. It says, "Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Hubert Hiss, and I am a merchant of some repute. Have you heard of me?"
No, I don't know where some repute is either.
Well, it's anywhere you can find Hubert Hiss, you can find some repute.
Oh.
But that's beside the point. I am on my way to a new market, and I had hired porters to help me, and they disappeared in the night. I need help. I need people, strong young people, to help me carry my wares. And I think we might be able to help each other, because it looks like you were in distress. And the place I am heading to, the market I am heading to, is a school of some fame, which is why I asked if you were students. Are you?
Yeah, we all go to school. We all take the bus.
You go to school.
Well,
you are
Coda.
students.
Coda is a dog. He doesn't go to school with us. They don't allow it.
Oh,
Coda's already
I
been to school.
graduated from school. I'm done with school. I'm a good, well-trained dog.
that is
You went to
exactly
dog
what you're-
school?
I have military training. I'm a military dog.
Oh, military dog school.
Nice.
The snake straightens up
Yeah.
when he hears that and says, "That's even better." So with that kind of military training, and with the rest of you being students, I assume you're familiar with spelling.
Yeah,
I'm not very good at it.
Yeah.
You only have to be good enough. For the market I am on my way to is the famous spelling bee. Would
I don't
you
like
be
bees.
willing to accompany me to the spelling bee? I
don't
think
know.
there you might be able to find help, and I could pay you for your service some coins.
Dad always tells us bee stings will kill us.
We have to find some adults, right? Like this is the coolest snake I've ever seen, but like it's not an adult. It's just a snake.
I am an adult snake. I would have you know. I'm an adult member of the serpent tribe, and
yeah, he said he was
guarantee
a gentle man.
I guarantee you, at the spelling bee, there will just be, not only be students, but all the adults you could hope to meet.
Is there going to be anybody there that can help us get through this door?
Well, it is a peculiar door. I have to say, I've never seen one like it. While you slept, I tried to open it, but it was impervious to my charms. Perhaps we can find somebody who can sell you a key.
Sell us a key? Yeah, that sounds good, but we don't have any money.
Well,
he
as
did
I
say,
said,
if
I
we
would be
take him
willing
to the market, he'll pay us for our services of helping lug the stuff and protect him.
Listen, I've never met a snake I don't trust. Snakes are the most trustworthy animal.
As I always say. Well, allow me to present my card. And he reaches with his mouth into the small pouch on the edge of his vest and pulls out a business card that, clearly written in English, says Hubert Hiss, professional merchant and snake of some repute.
Oh, I can spell all these words.
Well, I knew you were a speller.
And Derek again looks over the card. It's like, I guess that makes him official.
He clears his snake throat and he's waiting expectantly.
Listen, guys, I
pick his hat up off the ground and pass it back over to him.
Oh, thank you. I thought you might also present me with your card.
I look at him and I'm like, we're kids. We don't carry business cards with us. We just go to school.
Kind of pats around. He's probably got library cards.
You're still amateurs in the spelling game. But that's fine.
I guess.
That's fine. I think you'll be more than qualified. I am looking forward to this journey, and I think we can be great friends. Now, come along, gather your stuff, gather my stuff, and as a special treat, my ruffians that I had hired and who abandoned me also left behind breakfast, and I have plenty to share.
That's good. I'm hungry.
Yeah, I'm hungry too.
Hubert,
we got some scrambled eggs and toast.
I wish, but I have biscuits and mice, and I'm guessing that you're more interested in the biscuits.
Yes, please.
No bacon.
Take a mice. Mice are okay. They're meat.
Well, I'd be happy to share. Now, come along, good fellow and ladies. Hubert leads you up the hill and over the hill to where there are several small boxes and packages that clearly a snake could not carry, waiting. And that is where we will end this session.
Okay, sounds good.
Thanks.
So, I gotta say, I'm really enjoying this.
Okay.
That was a fun adventure and good storytelling on your part. What was going on? We got to see a lot of new gameplay mechanics.
I did want to introduce specifically the Ghost World and the Restless Dead mechanics was something I was interested in introducing in this game.
I gotta say, Zabby did a good job of helping you out with that
one. For our next adventure, I am interested in introducing you, of course, in taking you to the spelling bee, of course, and letting you meet some of the other people of Yeld, as well as letting you choose your first job.
Nice. I'm excited for that one. Who's excited for the next episode?
Me.
Yeah, I definitely want to check out the job system in more detail.
Yeah, I'm doing a lot of reading this.
Only thing keeping me from not showing next week will be if I die.
Okay. Well, hopefully that won't happen.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Or if I'm in the ghost world.
That's right.
Yeah. So we will not be. I'm not going to reward any reward dice for this session because this was a two-parter, and I gave you a reward during the last session.
Okay.
Or during our last adventure. But during our next adventure, you'll be able to take your first heroic job, which is a huge boost. And we have now moved from rank 0 to rank 1. which means the difficulty of challenges and the difficulty of the monsters that you will face has increased, but also you'll have access to rank 1 gear and equipment. As I'm sure you've noticed, the monsters we fought have not necessarily been exceedingly challenging so far, but that will change with rank
1. Okay.
Cool.
The very last thing I want to ask is, because you get to choose the difficulty of the adventure, would you like an easy adventure, a normal adventure, or a hard adventure?
I would say not.
And I'm sorry, we had an easy adventure the first time and a normal adventure this time?
Yes. And the difficulty of the adventure obviously indicates the difficulty, but it also, the higher the difficulty, the more reward dice you can gain.
I mean, only one of us died this time. We can crank it up to hard.
Oh, yeah.
I was going to say, yeah, I'd like to try a hard.
Okay.
Trial by fire.
Okay.
Our jobs and face the toughest thing we can.
Right. Spelling. It's going to be fun.
Exactly. SPL.
Bye.
Yeah. You can spell as many letters correctly as you have smart dice.
Yeah.
It's as far as we can get.
Oh, really? Then I should have said SPL.
And to be clear, the next adventure will be a new adventure, which means your restore rolls and your banked actions will reset.
Okay, so I'm going to reset.
Will core dice be reset, or
core dice?
Your core dice do not.
okay, you have to use restore rolls to get those back, eh?
Yep.
You can also stay at an inn. Once we find one, we can spend coins to stay there and gain back core dice as well.
Okay.
Yep. And there's a few other options for that as well, which we'll discuss as we continue to play. So that's it for this week. Does anybody have any last minute questions?
I did, actually, because I was looking at my Fight Dirty.
Mm-hmm.
And that, when it's successful, takes away a strong and a smart dice.
That is correct.
Yes.
Okay. So when that monster attacked me, did you make sure that it was one less strong dice? Not that it matters because I beat, what you rolled, but I was just curious because I forgot to mention it then.
Yeah, I actually did reduce its strong dice. It was still equipped with the club though.
Oh, okay.
Which I did not describe. I meant to describe that it was holding a big sturdy piece of bone and using it as a club. The other monster was unarmed. It was just.
It was the other one that was unarmed. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oftentimes, when we give monsters equipment, it often just becomes like a feature of the monster as opposed to being like an actual club. We'll be like, oh, it has a club, but what it is actually its teeth, or it's got spikes or something.
Right. Yeah. Its tail is an axe. So that kind of we skin the weapons to suit the monsters. But in this case, I did mean to mention that it had a club, so you would understand that it had a weapon and could possibly be disarmed.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. If any of you have any questions over the course of the week, I will be available on Discord. And otherwise,
and if you're wanting to look over jobs, you're going to be looking over specifically the 8 heroic jobs, which are the first 8 in the book.
And I know that some of you or most of you have thought about which ones you're interested in. So again, if you have any questions about those, let us know.
I think there's only one that I can really look at because I want to use bow, and I think that's just the freelancer. So
or the shepherd.
The freelancer or the shepherd.
Oh, okay. I'll have to look at those two then.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I think that's pretty much it. I want to thank you guys all for watching. Remember, if you want to watch the next episode that we do live, it will be next Friday at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I will also be streaming on Sunday, some City Heroes at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and Monday at 10 a.m. with Draco playing some Pantheon Rise of the Fallen. Thank you guys all for watching. Once again, if you want to check out Yeld and the game, maybe even buy it and see what kind of expansions they have, the link to their website is down in the description. Everyone, have a great night.
Night, everyone.
Good night,
everyone.